My boss hired a narcissist who ruined everything, but what I did next felt so good. At my last job, my main duty was the IT manager for the entire location. I had been there for 3 years at that point, and honestly, it was a pretty sweet gig. The team was solid, management listened when I made recommendations, and as I was trusted by everyone, if I had something important to say, people listened. During COVID, while other departments' budgets were getting slashed and employees were getting laid off, I was able to replace a lot of our aging IT infrastructure. New servers, updated networking equipment, the works. At the beginning of my last year there, the owner hired a young, I only tell the truth, even though you won't like it, narcissist as his second in charge. This guy was maybe 28, fresh MBA, zero experience in our industry. The owner hired this bonehead as his successor to run this location, while he focused on opening a second. In the first 3 months, Bonehead pisses off everyone. He'd walk into meetings and basically tell people they were doing everything wrong, to the point where 15 people from various positions leave the company to find another job. This is during the pandemic, where a lot of people were thankful they had a job, and 15 people were like, I am going to risk finding another job in the middle of a pandemic rather than stay here. He was that bad. As Bonehead started to piss off our customer base and sales started to suffer, we switched to cost-cutting mode. The owner had largely checked out at this point. Longtime vendors were replaced with friends and family of Bonehead, most of whom had no clue what they were doing. Services were downgraded or cut, pay plans for sales were screwed with, which further eroded morale. We manufactured industrial equipment, and safety was literally life or death. One day, Bonehead tells me to stop doing safety checks and maintenance repairs on our products so sales could post larger profit margins. I loudly objected and went to the owner. Since the owner is always happy to hear about making more money, he threw his support behind Bonehead's idea. A few months of this nightmare goes by, and the final straw came on my birthday. Bonehead fired one of my employees, a 6-year veteran, because he refused to give Bonehead unrestricted access to the server room. The server room was restricted to me, the owner, and my senior tech for security reasons. Bonehead couldn't handle not having access to everything. I knew it was time to go. I found a new job within 2 weeks, put in my notice, and of course, Bonehead stops my direct deposit on payday, literally the day after I gave notice. I decided it wasn't worth working the extra 2 weeks and informed them I was out, while filing with the state over my wages being withheld. As I'm walking out, Bonehead reminds me I'm no longer an employee and not to get involved with company affairs, mentioning possible legal repercussions if I say anything negative about the company. Whatever. My new job paid more with less hours and stress. Fast forward to this Monday, I get a call from my local internet provider. They tell me my business internet service bill has gone unpaid for 6 months and will get cut off if not paid immediately. I log in and see my personal account is current. After some back and forth, I discovered I'm still the point of contact for my old job's commercial internet account. Remembering what Bonehead told me when I left, I informed them I cannot get involved as I no longer work there and was threatened with legal action. They asked for an updated contact, and when I said I couldn't provide one due to legal threats, they said they'd be forced to suspend service. An hour later, my buddy who still works there called to tell me they had to stop production because their internet was shut off. I played dumb, but apparently it took 3 days to get it restored. Turns out Bonehead never bothered to update the account information. Sometimes the best revenge is just stepping back and letting incompetence run its course.